Hi everybody, it's the middle of March. Very beautiful day for being March 18th, the day after St. Patrick's Day. Hard to believe we got snow yesterday, but it's beautiful. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of bass fishing. I'm just going to be throwing around a rubber natural worm. It's not quite trout season yet, so I can't go to any ponds where there's any trout fishing, but I'm going to see if there's any bass biting or if it's actually too early in the season, so let's take a cast and find out. Now I do not see any fish swimming around. Usually there'd be bluegills or stuff swimming around, so it might be a little too early yet. Good news is I'm starting to see a lot of bugs floating on the water, and I'm also seeing some other bugs swimming around in the water, so it looks like it's going to be an early spring. Should be good for fly fishing in about a month or so once the trout waters open up. Alright, so some of you guys might recognize this spot from the old Catholic camp that I hiked back to. I've got that video on my YouTube channel. The water's actually a little bit deeper here, so we're going to see if there's any bass biting. This used to be one of the best places to fish on the lake when I was growing up, so we'll see if anything bites. Alrighty, so I'm at my third spot today. Sorry about the noise from the traffic, but good news is I do see some fish jumping. I don't know if they are just sunfish, but I don't know if they're bass either, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw around a lure, see if I can get anything to bite. Still using plastic baits. Alright, so there is one thing I wanted to show you real quick over here. All these circles right here are actually bass and other type of fish beds. They come back here repeatedly to spawn every year. So these are all fish beds that you're seeing here. We're not going to disturb them. But I thought that was pretty cool that the bass and other fish actually come back here to spawn every single year. All right, back to fishing. Fortunately, my wireless mic has gone dead. The batteries in it have totally drained. Been out here for a few hours now. This is my third spot that I'm fishing at, and so far no bites. Might be a little too early for bass. It's still the middle of March, so the water's very cold. The air temperature is cold. Matter of fact, we got snow yesterday, but today went up to 50 degrees. So I'm gonna go back, fish for a little bit more till dark, and hopefully we can get one. Alrighty, well that's going to wrap up the first day of bass fishing 2020. Didn't catch anything, but actually got a couple of hits of some very small bass. I was able to see them, but they were probably only maybe 4 or 5 inches long to grab the tail of the worm, but nothing enough to set the hook. Alrighty, so it's day 2 of looking for early season bass. Don't know if we're going to catch anything. It's a lot beautiful day than it was yesterday. Temperature right now is probably in the 60s, although I don't know if we're going to see the 70 degrees that we hope to get, but we're going to try. The wind's blowing heavy, so I don't know if the bass is still going to be down deep. Water level's starting to come back up for the year, so I'm going to get started throwing a plastic rubber worm, and I'm going to see if we can actually catch anything. So I decided to move on from where I was. I could see the rain was starting to come in, and it wasn't supposed to rain till 7 o'clock tonight, but I just did not feel like getting soaked out on the trail. And I checked the radar, and sure enough, there was a big, huge shower blowing up over us. But it was going to move quickly out, and then there's possibly another shower that's going to move in. So I moved somewhere to where I'm closer to the car. I'm back where I was last night. Went to this to try. Switched over to a little lure. It looks like it's top water, but it does sink as you crank it. Alright, so I got something hitting it on the top of the water now, but it's not actually taking the hook. Don't know why. Maybe just something small. Doesn't know what to do with it. Whatever's sitting in on top of the water just is not grabbing it enough to get the hook. So it might be possible that I actually have a bite. We'll see. I felt something hit it. It's questionable whether or not something's still on. Although I don't feel it moving. Oh, I don't know. It might be possible. Whoa. Alright, I'll tighten up the drag a little bit. Set the hook. Nope. Well, he did hit it. He was just holding on to it. And he didn't want the hook. Ah, well. It's the way these fish have been. Happened yesterday too, where they just bit it, held on to it, but didn't want to swim, and didn't take it enough for me to actually set the hook. There. I don't know if the GoPro got that, but something just hit it on the top of the water again, and it wasn't big enough to take the hook. Nope. You had to think it's a little tiny pinfish or something. I think when I come out here in the next couple of days, I'm going to try a fly. Maybe lures are just too big for them at this time of year still. Alrighty, so I was just able to see what's been biting my little tiny grasshopper lure, and it's a little tiny bass, anywhere from about maybe an inch or two to smaller. Now I just had one hook, and unfortunately he still did not take the hook. He had grabbed it good, but he let go. For some reason the hook didn't set properly, so I'm going to still try, and I think tomorrow I am definitely coming back here with a fly rod if the weather holds out. First catch of the year. Got myself a sunfish. Alrighty, so first catch of the year. Got a sunfish. Looks to be possibly a long ear, but as you can see by their mouth, that's why they're having trouble hitting it. So I don't know if the GoPro is going to pick it up, but check out how gorgeous that light is across the lake right now. Absolutely beautiful. The way the sun is just hitting those trees. They're just starting to get their leaf buds in. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can see that. Those are the bugs that they're actually hitting on and what's flying around right now. So yeah, I'm definitely going to come back with a fly tomorrow. So hopefully you can see all the black bugs just crawling around on this log. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for day one. Nothing's really biting anymore. Caught the one green sunfish or bluegill, and that was about it. Had a few hits from them. Had a couple small, and I do mean small, only about maybe an inch or two bass follow it in and hit. But I think if the weather is going to be the same with no wind and it's how calm it's turned out now, I'm going to go ahead and come back with the fly rod. The only thing is tomorrow's only supposed to be 45 degrees at the most, so I don't know if the bugs are going to be out, but we can try it with the fly rod. I've got to practice my fly casting anyway because trout season's coming up. Nothing else is hitting right now, so I'm going to call it early day. Usually I wait till about dark, but right now there's nothing even surfacing out here anymore. It was a good day. Glad to be out, you know, getting away from the news and all the other craziness that's going on in the world right now with this virus thing, but just glad to be out. I mean, it's beautiful out here. So we'll see tomorrow if I get anything with the fly rod, if the conditions are the same. So I want to apologize for the audio. We're having a little audio trouble today. As promised, it's day 3. I'm here with my fly rod. Conditions are totally different today. We got a stiff northerly wind, which I hope goes away. We're only in the 30s today, as opposed to being almost 70 yesterday. So I don't know if we're going to actually catch anything, but I do got the fly rod, and we'll see if any of these fish are actually still around, still biting. Saw some bugs floating around earlier. I saw some bugs flying around earlier, but they couldn't seem to be active right now, so I'm going to give this a shot. And it's a bluegill. It's a bluegill. Not a bad little one. Okay, so what I'm using today is I'm using a 6-pound weight fly rod, using a 5 to 6 pound weight fly reel, and I got a very small dry fly on, but it's actually sinking right now. It's been super wet on the last few casts. Not actually whipping it out that far. Like I said, we got a strong wind right now that's kind of hampering my cast. Normally fishing lakes and streams, They wouldn't be pretty much this wide anyway. There's one. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. We caught 3 bluegill. The weather today was really not in favor with all the wind going on, and also the fact of the water being so cold still. There's not many bugs flying around, but we had a good day. Wraps up first 3 days of early fishing season, and gonna be fishing a lot more this summer. Trout season opens up in about 2 weeks, so look forward to that. But it's time to head home, get warmed up, have me some pizza and tea. So we'll catch you next time, and be sure to like and subscribe. Helps my channel out a really lot. And we just had a great day considering all that's going on in the world today. Just glad to be able to get out here. So we'll catch you next time.